Hi, everyone. For those who do not know me, my name is Selena, and I'm a practicum student with the Special Needs Ministry. And today I will be presenting on the needs assessment results. So I wanted to provide a little bit of information about myself so you know who I am and what I've been doing within the Special Needs Ministry. Currently, I am in my fourth year of community rehabilitation and disability studies at the University of Calgary, and I will be graduating at the end of this semester. I have been completing my senior practicum with the Special Needs Ministry since September, where I have been working on projects that reflect the mission and needs of the ministry, as well as align with my studies. I wanted to complete my practicum with the Special Needs Ministry because before I became a practicum student, I was volunteering in the adult class, and I wanted to gain more knowledge and experience of how people with disabilities are supported in a church setting. So the Parents' Needs Assessment was one of my main projects throughout the semester. The inspiration and startup of this project began through discussions with Corrine about the parents involved in the ministry and wanting to provide them with more support and connections. As we are now in a post-COVID restrictions period and previous families and new families are attending the church, we thought it was a perfect time to extend out a platform to parents to hear your voices of how you are feeling and what further support you need. So my interest in this project stems from wanting to understand how families are impacted when they have a child with a disability and how they can be supported. Some of my academic and practical interests in the disability field are intersectionality, lived experience, and holistic family-centered support. Intersectionality is understanding how individuals' various identities that they hold impact equity in accessing resources, community participation, and life experiences. For example, being a parent of a child with a disability while also a single parent. Lived experience is looking at and listening to individuals' experiences who have been impacted by the topic being explored and understanding that their experience provides knowledge and expertise on the topic. And lastly, holistic support is considering the whole person and/or family when approaching support strategies. Through this needs assessment project, I've been able to expand my knowledge in each of these areas. So this needs assessment is intended to be able to understand how the special needs ministry can further support parents and use the results to guide future planning for ministry events. So throughout the process of creating the needs assessment, I collaborated with both Corrine and Alex to ensure the assessment I was creating was geared towards this ministry. The final product of the needs assessment was a form with various sections where parents could identify needs missing from various aspects of their lives, as well as provide the support they are using and comments to the special needs ministry. This form was also made available through a Google form, which many of you filled out online. For those who attended the in-person brunch on November 5th, you would have also participated in an interactive component where you put stickies on the whiteboard with your top 2 needs, and this was to allow other parents to see what other parents' needs and experiences are. So 30% of families a part of the special needs ministry participated in the needs assessment. Here are the results transcribed into a graph to give you more of a visual of the distribution of the results. The needs assessment form contained 23 needs to choose from, and all 23 needs were chosen as needs that require additional support. Specific needs had higher percentages, and here I've put them together as the top 5. The top 5 consists of meeting with other parents and new people, my child gaining their independence, connecting my child with natural relationships, security in my child's future as they age, and connecting my child with people in the church outside of the special needs ministry. These are the needs that most parents or caregivers identified as a need, and their theme of them has to do with building community and thinking about how their child's future will look. And as I mentioned before, there were 23 needs identified altogether, and these are the 18 other various needs that parents identified aside from the top 5. If you would like to take a closer look at these results and the percentage of parents that chose each of these as a need, you can look at the one-pager provided in the email, and there you will be able to take a closer look at the top 5 needs and also including the 18 other needs, as well as the written answers provided by parents for additional needs. The additional needs are what parents wrote down on the form outside of the options provided for needs. We want to acknowledge that each of the needs identified are unique, and although there is a top 5, the Special Needs Ministry understands the importance of each of the needs identified. So now I will move on to talk about what you are probably all wondering: what are we going to do with the needs assessment results? My practicum semester will be ending in April, but Karine and Alex have decided to utilize the results in a very intentional and thoughtful way to support the parents in this ministry. Starting in September 2023, 4 family nights will be held throughout the year. Similar to the family nights held now, there will be a time to eat together, and then parents and children will break off into separate groups. For the parent group, a guest speaker will be invited to present on a topic that addresses one of the needs from the needs assessment results. For example, a guest speaker will present on the topic of getting older as parents and what comes next for your child with a disability. The intention of providing guest speakers is that parents have time to come together to discuss and engage with a topic that speaks to the needs that parents have asked for support. We hope that these guest speakers will support you in various ways that enhance your resources and fulfillment as parents who constantly put 100% of your efforts into your children. To conclude my presentation, I want to thank each of the parents who participated in my needs assessment and for tuning into my presentation. I appreciate your vulnerability to participate and provide parts of your lives that you need more support in. Thank you, everyone, and take care.